So hello guys, I'm Jess and welcome to the start of a new video. So in this video, I'm gonna be reading a series. I have so many series. I'm currently in the middle of, I believe, 36 series, and they just keep on piling on. And I also like a randomized reading. So this is gonna be a little spin the wheel edition. And let's just see what it picks for me. Let's read these series. Let's finish this series, or maybe not DNF them. I'm not sure. But that should be a lot of fun. I have my little Starbucks cup once again. Holiday mix, Keurig, purchase. So it's nighttime right now, so it's pretty dark. And I just made this wheel and just decided to roll it and have it pick my next read. Pick my computer, which is very big and very noisy. Alright, let's do it. Oh. And the lucky winner. Oh my god. Okay, I got scared there. So it's Anna, the series Anna. So it's Anna Dressed in Blood, I believe. It's actually a duology, so this would finish up the series. It's Girl of Nightmares, the second book. I actually have the physical copy, so yeah, I'm gonna read that, and I'm actually kind of excited for that. It's a little bit gory, and I remember the first book was really good. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading Anna Dressed in Blood, second book, and I'm gonna give you my thoughts. So there everyone, it's a little bit later during the day, actually the next day, but it's nighttime already. I didn't read that much, I'm only on page 50, so I'm not gonna give an update quite yet on this book. But I mean, basically, I think it's important to know that we're following Cass, who is a ghost hunter. So it's very creepy vibe. He's going into these haunted places and he's hunting these ghosts with this I think it's called an atame. It's a knife that he inherited from his father. So he's kind of like part of a family of ghost hunter. His mother's a witch. Like, you learn all of this like pretty early on, so it's not like a big reveal. There's so much stuff in my glasses, but oh well. So he's just hunting ghosts, and he heard about this really deadly ghost that's called Anna Dressed in Blood, that is in this like Victorian style mansion. So he moves from town to town with his mom depending on where the big ghosts are. So he's going to this town where Anna Dressed in Blood's Victorian mansion is located. I'm not going to reveal too much, but I just started book 2 so far. There's a big twist at the end of book 1 that just kind of carry on to book 2. So it's a whole lot of Cass and his friend. Some glimpse of Anna. So I thought this book was more focused or centered on her, and it's more so Cass and his journey. So it's still enjoyable, but I'm not that far in. I'm only on page 50-ish. And so far I like it. I mean, the whole creepy thing when they go ghost hunting and like these haunted houses with friends, like that's the best part. So I'm just gonna keep on going tonight, reading more, and just gonna update you later. So quickly, maybe just show a little bit the vibe here. I'm gonna show my little minor baby. You can see his legs. But this is the fireplace. The fire is kind of dying, but still. And then we have a little gate TV for when my boyfriend's gonna play. And I'm just gonna sit right here next to him with my little Christmas blanket and maybe a coffee, or I don't know, maybe a tea, some other stuff, and then I'm just gonna read. So hi everyone! I just finished the second book in Anna Jocelyn Bullard, Girl of Nightmare, and I'm gonna give it, I believe, a 4-star. It was good. I think it was better in the first book. We followed a lot more Cass and his friend Thomas, and we only got a little glimpse of Anna, so maybe that's why I'm not giving it a 5. But as far as the book goes, I thought it was really well written. So it's now time to pick my second series. So I'm just gonna go with the little wheel on my laptop, and let's spin it. Oh, so it's Starbound. That's a series from, I read that book and its novella a very long time ago. So it's Starbound by Amy Kaufman. First book was These Broken Stars. So the second book is This Shattered World. So I'm actually excited to read that because Amy Kaufman, she wrote the Illuminates file, Aurora Cycle. So yeah, so I'm going to be reading This Shattered World, and I'll give you some update on that. So I just started reading This Shattered World, the second book in Starbound trilogy, and I'm a bit confused. It's been like a couple of years since I read the first book. What I remember from the first book is that, well, first off, this trilogy, each book is following like a different couple. It's happening in space, and there's this like space organization that seems to be corrupt, kind of like putting these bases on planets. And the first book is following the daughter of like the president or the big guy, the big man, I don't know. The daughter of one of the richest men that works at one of those corporations. And she's on a spaceship that's like a cruise, like leisure cruise in space, and it crashes on a planet, and she's stranded with I guess some guy, and he's very resourceful, whereas she's not quite used living on her own, and it's like their story. So I'm not gonna reveal too much about that, but there is obviously something happening. If you see the blue, is because I have the TV in front of me and there's a commercial because we're watching hockey, and yeah, that's why the color changes. But anyway, so I just started book 2 and I'm a little bit lost. We seem to be on a totally different planet following totally different protagonists, and I mean, it starts right away, 20 pages in, lots of action. Seem to be following a captain of like on a planet, the captain of like this corporation and her soldier on that planet, and then trying to, I mean, it's not clear because right away she's in a bar and she gets captured by one of the locals for some reason. But she's a captain. She's supposed to be cold and feared and recluse, and obviously she sees this guy across the bar. He comes up to her. She's immediately senses that something is wrong, and he just captures her at gunpoint, and that's where I'm at. And we're not really talking about the previous characters from the other book, but I know we're gonna dabble in what the space organization is doing, and maybe see why the rebels would want to capture a captain. Like, what's their end goal? It should probably be tied into book 1, so we shall see. So I'm only on page 25, and all of that happened really fast paced so far, like a kidnapping 20 pages in. So hello, this is a couple days later. I actually was pretty busy, so I didn't read much, but I didn't read much. I did finish Starbound, the second book in the trilogy, The Shattered World, and I was actually underwhelmed by book 2. I think I preferred the couple we're following in book 1, which was an heiress, and then actually the guy was ex-military, so that's more interesting to me. In book 2, it's kind of following this military woman. She's very strong. I love her, but the guy is a rebel from the planet, and he's pretty underwhelmed. And the conflict in book 1 is kind of like the same conflict in book 2, but happening on a different planet. And I like the characters less, so I'm just gonna give that book 3 stars. But I'm definitely gonna be continuing on with the third book because we're finally gonna find out what's gonna happen to Space Evil Corporation, and I'm all in for that. So I'm gonna spin the next book I'm gonna be reading in this series on the little wheel. I don't know, I find that so fun. Oh, seriously? Okay. I put that there because I'm weird. I already read that series, but I put that there because book 2 I was in the middle of rereading and annotating, and halfway through the second book. I really want to finish the Mortal Instrument series. Well, I mean, I finished the first 3 books. That's why I said that, but there's 4, 5, 6, so I want to annotate the first 3 before I go and finish the second half of the series. So I guess I'm gonna be reading, or well, rereading, finish annotating book 2 of the Mortal Instrument. So yeah, I keep on doing that. Bye bye. So hello again, this is the next day. I managed to read a little bit. I'm almost to page, I believe, 150 of The City of Ashes, which is the second book in the Mortal Instrument series, which I already read, but I'm doing a reread annotate, so there's not many surprises as I've already read this book. But I forgot how funny the interaction between the characters are, like the banter between Clary, Simon, and even Jace. Everyone actually. Isabel, Alec, like, so good. I love the banter. This author is really good with witty, quick remark. Love it. So lots of humor. Did not remember that. So I mean, rereading this book reminds me what it feels like to read like What's a 5-Star, because I don't need to like force myself to focus. Like, time just flies. I can't stop reading it. So yeah, so it's going well. Love it. But today we needed some, I don't think I need motivation as I like this book a lot, but it's always nice to have a little bit of something, coffee, cookies, anything sweet really, to go along with the book. So, because I'm lazy, I ordered, well, I'm not that lazy, I can't say that. I'm not lazy, okay. Okay, I'm lazy a little bit. I could have made myself a coffee, but then it wouldn't have special syrup or creamer or any of that stuff. So, let's go. Very loud. I went with a place called Cafe Depot. It's not Starbucks because I ordered there all the time and I wanted to change it up a little bit. So I got this, which is, did they write it on it? Don't even write it. A good thing I remember. This is a latte and it's supposed to be gingerbread with oatmeal. So yeah. And then, because you can never have too many good things, I went with a little festive theme. Oh wow, I just got a sneak peek of this. If you like sweets, this is definitely the right pick, and I do like sweets. So this is a red velvet cupcake. And we're going all out for this. And I mean, look at that beauty. I don't even think that's, like, this is art, so this isn't like whipped cream. But anyway, perfect combo to keep on reading City of Ashes, the second book. I'm hoping to finish it today or maybe tomorrow, and then that will have been 3 books for this video. So I'm gonna start reading now. Bye bye. So this is later that day. Finally finished reading, well, rereading The City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare, and I must say that it was so good. The second time around, just as good as the first time, I think even better, because I mean, I've been reading a lot of 3-star, 4-star for the past, like, I don't know, a couple weeks now. And so I kind of forgot what it feels like to read a 5 stars. So this is 5-star once again. Book 2 is probably my favorite one of the series. Well, The Mortal Instrument is 3 books, even though there's 4, 5, 6. I haven't made it there yet. But the banter, wow. But I'm just gonna give a quick wrap up of the book I read in this video. So this was this completing series video with the little spinny wheel. Love that wheel. So the first book I got from the wheel was the second book in Anna Dressed in Blood. So I read The Girl of Nightmare. I had the physical copybook, but I'm already put it away because I'm gonna unroll that series. It was a really good series overall. It's 3.5, 4 stars. But it focused heavily on Cass and his friend, as I've mentioned. So Cass is a high school student. He's not called Anna. I was more interested in Anna, the ghost. I mean, that's the premise. She's a ghost. She was in the book, but not as much as I wanted to. So overall, it was a good ghost story. It was spooky, fun to read, easy read, very urban 2010. I really loved it, but I'm not gonna read it. So on all for that series. And then the second series picked by my little friend, The Spinning Wheel, was the second book in the Starbound trilogy. That series I actually really loved the first book, but the second one not so much. It felt like just a copy paste of book 1 with different character. I mean, I'm assuming in book 3, which is the conclusion, that the evil space corporation of some sort will finally be gone, dead, destroyed, whatever. But I mean, there was nothing new really offered in that book. I mean, they gained some ally because couple number 2 is now joining the fight. But I was less interested in the coupling. I'm finding out that maybe these Megan Spooner, Amy Kaufman, like, I don't know, I don't think I feel the romantic tension in their book. It's only my third book from them, and well, from Amy Kaufman anyhow, and I'm not necessarily feeling the romantic tension, even though Starbound is supposed to be 3-couple trilogy, kind of more romantic focused sci-fi books, but still it was kind of like eh. But I must say book 1 was really fun though, because it was the introduction to this series, and the little sci-fi alien invasion, not gonna reveal more than that, element to it was really fun, edge of your seat. But book 2, eh. And then the third pick by my little spinny wheel was, as I've just mentioned, I'm gonna try not to repeat myself too much, but it was The Mortal Instrument, which is a reread annotate. City of Ashes being book 2, where I was in the middle of annotating it. I was already about page 100-ish, but I finally finished it. So we have the little cute little tabby tabs. Love to change words. And there's this big tab, which is the most interesting interaction as far as romance goes in that book. But I absolutely love that book, as I've mentioned a couple of seconds or minutes earlier. That was a great read. Yeah, Jason Clary, like, they remind me what it feels like to read a book with good romantic tension. Angst, forbidden. I love. I can say it so many times. Those kind of books. It doesn't need to be the main focus. Can be just a romantic subplot. But if there's tension, like, I'm all on board. Everything around it just is so much better. The plot, the characters, everything. If there's a good romantic tension, like, the whole thing just kind of combines and make this, like, great book. So I had a really good time reading that. And I do hope I read another 5-star sometime soon, because that feeling is something I chase, and it's rare, and that's why I keep on reading books, because you never know when one book is just gonna hit right, and when it does, it makes your day, makes your night, makes everything better. So yeah, for anyone that doesn't reread their favorite, like, just do it. It's sometimes you just go into it and you're just like, why? I already know how it's gonna end. But it's just an, the feeling that you feel when you read a good segment of a book that you like is, I mean, chasing that feeling, right? You can feel it again, maybe not as strong, by just rereading a book you really like. So yeah. So that's it for this video about series. I'm definitely gonna make more of those. I'm down to 35 series because technically we only finished Anna Dressed in Blood. The other ones were literally book twos in series. So 35 series still to go. And I love the random pick and I love to complete things. So definitely gonna make another one of these videos. So thank you for being with me for this, and it's always so fun to share what I read with people, whoever you might be. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.